everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Satvika. So today I'm gonna explain NCERT Class 7 Science, which is Chapter 9 Soil. So first let us learn what is the importance of soil. So soil allows the growth of plant. So by supplying water and the nutrients which are required in the growth of plants. So the soil is the main part of agriculture, and soil is the shelter for many microorganisms which live in the soil, and underground water is used for many purposes. So now what pollutes the soil? So we dump non-biodegradable substances, right? So into soil, which causes soil pollution. So non-biodegradable substances like plastic and polythene. So waste products from industries which contain chemicals also can affect the soil. So excess use of fertilizers and pesticides, they do pollute the soil and decreases its fertility. So we shouldn't use excess fertilizers and pesticides. We should use them in a minimum quantity. So before dumping anything waste into the soil, it must be treated properly, and the fertilizers and pesticides should be used in minimum quantity, and the materials the non-biodegradable substances should be banned, so as they pollute the soil. So soil profile. So the soil consists of distant layers which are called horizons of the soil. So this soil profile is a vertical section of the soil. It depicts all the layers of the soil, and the layers of the soil can be seen when we dig deep through it. So the more you dig, the more layers you find in the soil. So the layers of the soil are known as horizons of the soil, and the soil profile is a vertical section of the soil which depicts the layers of the soil. So now let us see the three meanings of three words, and then we'll start with the definitions of these layers of the soil, which is A horizon, B horizon, C horizon, and bedrock. So unless you learn these three meanings of these words, you won't understand the definitions of these four layers. So let us quickly learn these three meanings of these words. What is humus? The humus means the decaying matter in the soil, and so decaying matter in the soil is known as humus. So weathering. So weathering means when soil is formed, the rocks break down. So this process is called weathering. The weathering of rocks takes place because of temperature and climatic conditions of a place. Okay, so humus means the decaying matter in the soil. Weathering means when soil is formed, the rocks break down. So this process is known as weathering. And parent rock. So the nature of the soil, that is texture and availability of minerals, depends upon the rock from which it is formed. So this rock is known as parent rock. Okay, so the nature of the soil, that is its texture and availability of minerals which depend upon the rock from which it is formed, which is often known as parent rock. Okay, so this is the picture figure of soil profile. So the first layer, which is A horizon, is, so now first let us learn about A horizon. Okay, so layers of the soil. First comes horizon A. So this layer is also called the top soil, which is visible to us. So this soil, the top soil, so A horizon is also known as top soil. So this soil is visible to us. So this contains large amounts of humus. Humus is a decaying matter in the soil and minerals which makes it dark in color. So it is dark in color if you observe comparing to other 3 layers. So the horizon A is very dark. Yes. And the soil is rich in nutrients because of the presence of humus. And this layer has a soft texture and can retain water easily. It can absorb the water easily, and that is why plants' roots grow in the topsoil region. So this is the place where the roots of the plant be there. Okay, so in the first layer of the soil, the roots grow. Okay, so this layer 1, which is horizon A, is a home to many living organisms, as well like insects, worms, beetles. So it's the home to many living organisms. So now let us learn about the middle layer, which is horizon B. So the next layer of horizon A is horizon B. So in this next layer of the soil, it doesn't contain much humus. The minerals are found in large quantities in this layer. And this layer has a hard texture and light color and is more compact than the topsoil. Yes, it is light colored. It's light brown. Yes. So now let us learn about the third layer, which is horizon C. So horizon C of the soil consists of small rocks with cracks in them. So these rocks are partly weathered. So the fourth layer and the last layer, which is bedrock. So this last layer of the soil is called bedrock. So it contains large pieces of rocks. In horizon C, there are small rocks. In bedrock, in the fourth layer, there are large pieces of rocks that are not weathered or exposed to any winds or water. So bedrock cannot be dug with the help of a spade. It is very hard in texture. So bedrock is very hard and we cannot dig it with the spade. And the first layer, which is horizon A, is very smooth. It has very soft texture. Yes, so whereas bedrock has a very hard in texture. So now, how is soil formed? So soil is formed from weathering of the parent rock, and the texture of the soil depends upon the parent rock only. So this process takes time. So maybe 100 years, and then the fine soil is formed. So this process takes 100 years. Okay, only then the soil is formed. So in the first stage of soil formation, the soil is generally non-porous.